Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In our previous video, we solved an example on fluid in rigid motion. And in today's video, we are going to continue with another example on the board. If it's your first time watching this video, I want you to subscribe, also like, and also click on your notification bell to receive more updates going forward. Now let's move on to our question. A 40 centimeter diameter, 90 centimeter high vertical cylindrical container is partially filled with 60 centimeter high water. Now the cylinder is rotated at a constant angular speed of 120 rpm. Determine how much the liquid level at the center of the cylinder will drop as a result of this rotational motion. So this is a question we have been given, and we have to find the liquid level, that's a distance from the center. So we have to find this. So how are we going to go about this question? We have to draw something to aid us in our computation. So let's try and draw a free body diagram or a diagram to represent what is written here. So they said a container, right? So we have this as our container, and they gave us the diameter of the container to be 40 cm. So it means from this side to this side is 40 centimeters. Now they said it's a liquid that's inside. So for rotational motion, so let's try and get a curve this way and draw a z axis. So this is our z axis and this is our x-axis. And on the x-axis, we analyze our container. We have our small r to be on the zero mark. That's at the bottom. And we have our heights, our original height here of the water, which they gave it to us to be 60 centimeters. So we have 60 centimeters here. Now this height here is just to confuse you because that's the height of the container and we don't need it for our computation. Now what is left for us? We can get a dotted line from here to the end there, where this side will be our change in H. And that's what we have to find for. We have to find for how much the liquid level at the center of the cylinder will drop. So how much it will drop from here to this side when it's being rotated. So in this diagram, I've assumed it to be rotated. That's why you can't see anything here. So from this distance here to this distance here, that's what we have to find for. And we know that from this distance here, from this center here to this side is our ZX. Is our ZS. So now we have this, and we know the rotation will be in this way. That's our omega. Our rotation. We assume our rotation to be like this. So you take a cap and you try to rotate it. That's how we see this question to be. So now let's go ahead with our analysis. So in our analysis, we know that we'll get to know that R will be equal to 0 since it's at the bottom. Our small r is equal to 0. Our big R will be equal to half of the diameter of the container. That's going to be 20. So half of the diameter. So d over 2. That's going to give us 40 over 2, which is equal to 20 cm. So we have this. And we have our HO, which is our original height to be 60 centimeters. Now, we've been given another information here, which this is our n. That's our angular speed. N is equal to 120 rpm. But we want the rotational speed, so we want it in omega, and we know that omega is equal to 2 pi n over what? 60. So we just compute this and see what we will get for omega. So 2 pi times 120 over 60. So we are getting 12.57 rads per second. So this is what you are going to get. Now, from our equation for the free surface, which is ZS into brackets R, will give us H naught minus omega squared over 4G into brackets R squared minus 2R squared. This is our equation which was derived. Yes. So now, to solve for our ZS, because if we get our ZS, we can just subtract it from the whole original height of the water to get our liquid level. That's our delta H here. So we know that this will go, since this is 0 from this part, this will go out. So we'll have our ZSR to be equal to H naught minus omega squared over 4G times R squared. So this is what we'll get here. So let's try to input the information we have here. So this is going to give us, we know our H naught to be 60. So 60, let's convert everything into meters. So this is going to give us 0.6 meters. This is also going to give us 0.2 meters. So 0.6 minus 12.57 squared times 0.2 squared all over 4 times the gravity, that's 9.81. And our ZS into brackets R is going to be equal to 0.44 meters. So this is what we'll get for our ZS. Our ZS is going to be 0.44 meters. And we need this computation here, or we need this answer here. So it's going to be delta H is going to be equal to the H naught, which is the total length, minus what you found for, that's the ZS. So ZS minus ZS R here. So that's going to be H naught is 0.6. Let me write it for 0.6 minus the 0.44, which the final answer is going to be 0.16 meters, or 16 centimeters. So the level at which the liquid will drop from the center when it's being rotated is going to give us 16 centimeters. So that's what we were asked to find from this question.